today's video, we're going to talk about stocking up on dog food. So let's talk pet food. The shelf life is approximately 2 years. When you have dry dog food, it's about 2 years. If you have the wet canned food, it's about 2 years. Now that's going to be the best buy date. The best buy date isn't a magical number that means after that date that the food isn't any good any longer. So just kind of keep that in mind. So do you feed your pets dry food or wet food or a combination of both? Here's where the math comes in. So figure out about how much you're feeding your pet. You could figure it out monthly, weekly, however you want to do it. So here's what I figured out and what I've decided to do today. My dogs will go through a 16.5-pound bag of food approximately every 3 weeks. There's 52 weeks in a year, so if you divide that by 3, that's going to be about 17 of these bags per year. With today's prices, if I were to buy 17 of these bags, it's going to run me about $475 for the year. If I do that for 2 years, it's going to be about $952 for 2 years. And the reason I'm looking at that is because if I want to stock up on this food, just realize that there is going to be that upfront cost. So here's how we're going to do it. We go out, we get all of the dog food, decide how long you want to stock dog food for. I mean, if it's or cat food, whatever pet you have. If you want to stock your food for about a year, go out and buy a year's worth of food. And then next what we're going to do is we're going to store it so it stays as fresh as it possibly can during that time. The first thing that I need is a bucket, and then I need a 5-gallon Mylar bag to go inside. It's a little easier if you kind of roll it a little bit to the outside. Next, we need our dog food. I'm going to pop an oxygen absorber inside. Actually, I'm going to do 2 just to be on the safe side. And this is a 2000 cc oxygen absorber. More dog food. I'm going to go ahead and trim the top of this because there's just a lot of excess here. It'll make it easier to seal. Now I just seal the top with my hair straightener. All sealed. The last thing we need is our lid, and that's going to get popped on with our rubber mallet. That's on there good. So there we go, we did it. This is 16.5 pounds of dog food. It fit perfectly into a 5-gallon bucket. Now all I gotta do is do this 16 more times. Just like with your canned food, make sure that you're rotating through your dry food as well. So if you do have 17 5-gallon buckets full of dog food, what you want to do is take one and use it until it's gone. When it's gone, buy a new one, but don't use it. You're going to store it again, but use the older one. Newer one goes to the back, older one gets used, and we're doing a huge rotating cycle. And that way you will always have a year's worth of dog food on hand. Heck, if you feel up to it, do 2 years. That's only 34 more of these. You can do it. Your pet is worth it. All right, don't forget to label your bucket. You want to make sure you know what's inside. I like to put the best by date instead of the date that I packaged it. And what you can do is when you open this to feed it to your dog, cycling through it, keep the bucket. You can get a new Mylar bag. Actually, it doesn't have to be new. You can use the one that you have. I'd probably wash it and make sure it's super dry before you fill it up again. So really either way, I'm pretty partial to just getting a new one, but that's just me. So yeah, so fill it back up again, put a new date, seal it up, and you're ready to go. Anyway, thanks so much for sticking around with me today. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. And as always, I will see you next time.